Today we have the Brandon Ellis Jackson Kelly Green Crackle. It's a very cool guitar. I didn't expect this thing to be as fun as it is so far. It's got a Floyd Rose 1000, a Seymour Duncan Parallel Access Alnico 5 pickup, reverse headstock, just regular tuners. Really just one volume and it's good to go. Just one pickup. Ebony fretboard. I think it's a poplar body. I think maple neck. Straightforward instrument, so we're just going to check out this pickup and cleans leads and distortion. Probably a little bit of delay too with the Floyd Rose. This thing is really cool. I didn't know what my expectations were for a pro model made in China as much. I've played a couple of them and I've owned a few. I don't really have them as much anymore, but it's been years since I've had a Kelly. And pretty much it feels like a Kelly. And for good ways and for a little bit bad, but classic shape. It's pretty comfortable for the most part, but when I'm standing, sometimes I'm noticing a little bit of a neck dive, but that's just common with the Kelly shape. Having the strap here instead of in the middle probably helps, so I'm glad to have that. It's cool to have strap locks, but I don't know why companies aren't doing the recessed strap locks. Jackson especially wants to use the buttons. The frets are excellent. There's a tad bit of what looks like the start of sprouting, but I made sure I conditioned the fretboard, so that should be minimized. And the binding's not cracking. Nothing sharp at all, really. Feels good. And there's really like no dead spots. I can pretty much play anywhere on this fretboard and it's going to ring out the way it wants to. And this action is pretty low. I got it set up the way I want it. This is the first time I'm also using the Seymour Duncan parallel access. Definitely doing what I thought it would be doing, but with a little bit better with my expectations. Very hot pickup, but it seems balanced. It's not too trebly, it's not too muddy, and there's clarity. That's excellent. I'm glad it's an Alnico 5 magnet too. It pretty much sounds like an active pickup if you have it on overdrive without the active part of it and the sterilized sound that some people describe with an active pickup. I don't know what's up with the Floyd Rose 1000 parts, but occasionally some will have a noise in the nut somewhere. And luckily this one really doesn't, but there's a slight sound somewhere. But it's not ruining the stability of my tuning, which I'm happy with, because I've had some instruments in the past with that problem, and the guitar wouldn't stay in tune, and that's crucial, especially if it's a 1,000+ instrument. I'm having more and more fun the more I play with this thing. It's very comfortable. It sounds great. The neck is very comfortable too. And the finish is highly buffed, so it feels slick to me. Like, I'm not having an issue with it feeling sticky at all. But I'm also a player that likes painted necks. I'm used to playing on painted necks. And most of the painted necks that I own have not been a problem with them being sticky. It's a fast guitar. I really think Jackson should be including cases, even like a soft, hard case thing for these 1,000+ pro models, because they're getting damaged in shipping, whether it's someone that bought one or a company receiving one from Jackson. And then when they're a finish like this, they don't look good when they're chipped. This guitar's gone up $150 within the last year. And I don't know if I really justify the price for this. But if you could maybe get a coupon or something, it'll at least take some sting out of it. because I do think an instrument like this is worth owning. I'm having a lot of fun with this model, some of the other Pro models that I've tried, and even some of the other signature Pro models that Jackson's been making. They feel very close to the USA model, and that's what's impressive. Essentially this is a custom shop. It's a one pickup, one volume, upside down inlays, 24 frets, the binding, the upside down headstock. Like everything about it is custom. Even the finish, even though Jackson occasionally will do that. I will add one more issue, and this is just with the Pro models in general, I've noticed, is you can almost just look at the jack and it'll just come off. There is no friction really to the jack staying in the guitar, so it's almost mandatory, if not mandatory, to put your cord into the strap so it doesn't come out, because it will come out. And that's been each Pro model that I've tried. Luckily though, that's an easy fix. They're fairly cheap, or maybe this is an easy fix where you just take it out and see if you can maybe squeeze the prong in a little bit more to give it some friction. But regardless, if that's the only issue really that I've had with this instrument or any of the Pro models, I'd still be happy, even though yes, it should be functional already, and it is, it just comes out easily. But I'd rather have that be the issue than some fret stuff or electronics or tuning stability. So I'm at least happy with that. But I still think that it still needs to be addressed.